Hello, Cancer. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your April 2020 reading. I hope you're doing well, Cancer. Cancer, every weekend now I have a half price sale. So you can check out on BeHealing.com what reading is in my half price sale. It's just one select reading each weekend. The weekend when I'm publishing this video, if you're watching it straight away, it's an abundance money reading. So if you want one of those, quick click the link and get one of those while they're half price. If not, then just check it out on BeHealing.com at the weekends, what the reading is that's half price. And Cancer, if there is a particular reading that you want or something in particular that you want to know from your higher self, then let me know in the comments and I'll consider putting that reading as the half price sale at the weekend. So you just let me know what it is that you want. Of course, I want to make these offers the things that you really want, especially if you've been holding out for getting a private reading from me, but you really do want to, you're resonating with my readings and you really do want some information, some personal information from your higher self. I want to make available to you the thing that's going to bring you most value for sure. Because I can do anything, like my readings, I can do anything because it's all coming from your higher self, right? So enough of going on about that. What's going on for you, April? April. What's going on for your Cancer in April? Let's see what your story is. Ooh, you got Oh My Idea and Play. Right, so April's a pivotal month for everybody. It's really 2020 is all about us moving in on our life, moving forward on our life path to doing what we really came here to do. And so it's like massive wake up call time and getting us moving in the right direction now. It's like 2012, where I kept on getting this image of like people wandering off in the wrong direction on our higher selves, grabbing our shoulders, pulling us back, and then pushing us forward in the right direction. That's what the image that I was getting in 2012, but this is when it's really kicking in now. This is the real shift point. All of that energy that I was getting now, it's actually coming about now. So 2012 is more of getting ready for it. So Cancer, your life is going to be so much more fun than it has been. And so maybe you've been struggling, maybe you felt like life has been hard and it's been a struggle and it's not been that much fun, and you're wondering why your soul would even think that it wants to come here and do this. Well, it's all about to change. It's all about to change. And so you've had an idea, something that you've wanted to do. Your soul has been calling you, and maybe you've tried doing that and the world hasn't been receptive to that. It just hasn't valued you, or you haven't been able to manifest what you wanted out of it. And it wasn't that much fun. Maybe it was fun at the start and it could have been fun if it worked, but it kind of didn't work. You weren't valued, that kind of thing. This is saying pick that idea back up again, because it is your soul's calling and times have changed. What people are valuing has changed. Everything is changing. The economic systems are changing. Everything is changing so that you can do this and bring the fun back in too. So this is asking you to, any failed attempts that you've had in the past, or maybe you just didn't even get started. Maybe your higher self knew that it was futile because of the way that the world was, and it was going to fall on barren ground kind of thing. Those seeds you were planting weren't going to sprout because it wasn't the right season. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you. It wasn't the right season. It knew that there wasn't the time to plant the seeds. So maybe you held back from that, or maybe you didn't hold back from that. Maybe you planted those seeds, and it wasn't wrong for you to do that, to plant the seeds in the wrong season, because maybe you needed to do that to learn something about yourself, to develop something within yourself. And there's nothing that's lost. There's no way that you've gone wrong in this at all. But that idea needs to be picked up again. Whether you acted on it before or not, it needs to be picked up again, and you need to do that release work. And it's going to be fun. Like, you don't need to bring those past disappointments forward with you. It will be fun. So this is asking you, like, clear all of that stuff out now, like the story of your life. See it like as a blackboard, a chalkboard, and you're not just like with a duster. When you maybe it's just that I'm old. They don't use them anymore. They use whiteboards now. But did you ever have to clean the chalkboard for the teacher, and you're using those block things that they used to throw at you back in the 70s when they could still like beat students up, and it was okay apparently. You would wipe that chalkboard down, but it would still have a residue of chalk on it. And now every now and then you would have to get like a damp cloth and clean it properly, and that would leave it all streaky too. But this is the time, this April, it's the time, that chalkboard of your life, that slate of your life, that's going back even longer, hey? Um, it needs to be fully clean now. And first of all, it's going to be chalky and you need to clean it back further. And then it's going to still be some residue and you need to get that wet cloth, that damp cloth, and clean it again until it's pristine so that you can move forward and try again now in the right season and plant those seeds with none of that baggage of past attempts, past disappointments, past hurts of trying it again, not being valued, all of that kind of stuff. Where's this moving? Yeah. Where's this moving to? Where's this leading to? Move away and include. It's changes coming for you in your life. Welcome change. I'm hearing too, Cancer. I'm feeling like your life until now hasn't really been what you wanted it to be, but you've kind of made the best out of bad circumstances. It's like you're really wishing for summer, but it's been winter the whole time. It's that kind of thing. You've had to lay dormant a bit, even though you're like, oh, please let it be summer, because that's when I'm in my element. That's when I feel really good. That's when I can do things that I want to do. And this is saying you've got the changes, you've got those moves now. You can move toward it. You can move toward that lifestyle that you really want, that life that you really want, especially receiving back what you really want from it and include yourself in that. So it's for you now to pick those pieces back up that are right for you and try again because the season's right. This is like, yeah, imagine being like, we can all imagine this right now because most of us are in our houses. But imagine if it's like it's always winter outside, and you're like, is it time to go out yet? I want to get going on this now. I want to move forward with my dreams. I want to be doing my soul's mission now. But you set foot outside, and you're like, oh, it's freezing. Like cats when it's snowing, dip one paw out, and they're like, no way. It's that kind of thing, and you've just kept on going. No, it's still winter. I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why is it still winter? Well, it's winter because it is winter. Timing isn't right yet. And then one day you open that door, and that's coming soon. You open that door, and it's summer. It's sun. The sun is shining. You're like, now I can do it. And so, don't go out with trepidation that there's still going to be snow out there, that you're not going to be able to move forward. You've got to include yourself in that. So it's like, be brave, let go of the past, clean that chalkboard clean from all your other past experiences, because you've just been waiting for your season to come around. Time to plant those seeds. Not even plant those seeds. It's like you already planted those seeds. They're going to start growing. It's time to get moving on them. Get taking action on them now. It's your time. It's your time, Cancer. If life has been disappointing up to now, things are changing for you. It's not going to be so disappointing anymore. In fact, yeah, I'm really feeling like the opposite for you. It's going to surprise and delight you. And here's the key to it, Cancer. You've got to follow your intuition, follow your knowing, and be at peace with it all. Be at peace with it all. The most satisfying things in life are a long time coming. We might think that we want instant satisfaction, but we don't value instant satisfaction. When we can get something instantly, you don't value it. Just let it go instantly too. Those things don't stick with us. But when you've worked hard, when you've worked long and hard towards something, when a project has taken you a long time, maybe you're like built your own house, it's taken years, and when it's ready, wow, you feel great when it's ready. And same with your life too. You've been putting those pieces together like you don't even realize just how much work you've done. You've been getting prepared for this point where everything's going to change and things are going to start working for you. And you've got to keep on following that intuition because you are being led forward and you have been led forward. Even with all the disappointments and the struggles, you've been led forward. And when you reap the results of all that inner work that you've done, it's all going to be worth it because it is it's like you've been growing yourself. And then when you flower, it's going to be so fulfilling to you and worth all of the weight, all of that work that you've been doing on yourself. It's going to be so worth it. And you're going to know, you're going to feel it. You're going to be at peace with yourself because you're going to feel it. Like, I did this. I created this and now I'm flowering. Or it's the butterfly, You've been a caterpillar. It's been a struggle. You've been a caterpillar. You've always known that You're a flying thing and you've been wanting to fly and you've been getting ready. Well, now you're in the cocoon and you're going to emerge as a butterfly. And you've just got to follow that intuition when the time's right to come out and be at peace with that. It's about seasons. Like I said, it's about seasons. The season is changing for you now and everybody. The season's changing for your Cancer, and you're going to really come into your element now. You're going to break free of that chrysalis. Your wings are going to come out, or you're getting ready for it anyway in April. You're getting ready for that and being at peace with yourself, having been a caterpillar, having been goop, and being in the chrysalis. And the time is coming. You've just got to follow that intuition. How does a butterfly know when to come out of the chrysalis? It's got to be its intuition, right? It's got to get some kind of sign. Wow, where is this leading? Where is this story leading you to? Cancer in April. You have been loved all along, Cancer. You've been loved all along. You really need to hear that. You've been loved all along. The universe has loved everything that you've done in your life. It hasn't been holding back from you. It's just the timing's not been right. The season's not been right. Nothing has been lost with what you've done. I'm feeling like, Cancer, you've got a big emotional weight to release. Maybe you've been suppressing emotions from your disappointments in your life, Cancer, from the frustrations that you've had from the struggle. And all of that needs to be faced and felt now. It's like a big outpouring of grief while you're in this chrysalis in April. Just letting go of all of that. Everything that life has done to you so far and the emotions that you've had to push down within you, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to carry on. Because you've had to continue on in that winter. You've had to continue on in those conditions because it's not been the right season. And so, in a way, you've had to push those emotions down, but now you need to release them because you've got this period of grace coming. The season's coming. You're going to receive. It's grace card. It's miracles. It's synchronicities. It's luck. It's you receiving. It's like what you've been waiting for. It's the sun coming out. It's what you've always known all along, but you need to know that, Cancer. You've been loved all along. Everything that you've done has been appreciated. You have been loved all along. It's not been that you're not loved. That hasn't been the reason that you've not been able to do these things that you want to do and you've not been able to manifest what you've wanted to manifest. That's not the reason. You've just been getting ready for the season to change, and you've been doing well in that too. And I really feel like, you've got some more getting ready to do, and it's the emotional stuff that you need to release so that you can do all of that stuff that I've just said. You've got to be at peace with yourself first, and then you've got to let that emotional stuff out. As soon as I picked these two cards up, I could feel it, the weight of it all, the weight of all that emotional stuff, what life has been doing to you so far. That's got to be released, like grief. It's grief, built up grief for yourself. I got that message so, so loudly. You need to know that you are loved and you've been loved all along. And the reason that you haven't been receiving or getting what you want or manifesting what you want to the level that you want to. I'm not saying that you've not had anything, of course you have, but it's nothing compared to what you're about to get. Absolutely nothing. What you've experienced is up to what you're about to get, Cancer. And you need to know that. You really need to feel that, Cancer, that you've been loved all along. You are loved. You're appreciated. You've been loved and appreciated by the universe all along. And this is a long time coming. Yes, it's a long time coming, but they're the best things. They're the best things that are a long time coming. And you have been that project. You've been the project that you've been working on. Maybe you think you've been working on external projects and things in your life or things in the world, but no, you have been that project, and you're about to get the results of that Cancer project that you've been doing, that you project that you've been doing. And so face the situation. It's emotions that you need to face. You need to feel them. You need to let them come up. Cancer, maybe you're in lockdown at the moment. Maybe you're having to stay in your house, and that's a great time to let these emotions out. Get lots of tissues. Maybe that's why everyone's buying the toilet paper, because they know that there's emotional times coming. It all needs to be let out so that you're ready for this period of grace. Otherwise, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be hard to let it all in, or even to cope with it emotionally. You know, when you're trying, maybe you've had this experience, Cancer, when you're giving to people all the time, and you're wanting to receive back, but you're not really receiving back, and then someone gives you a scrap. They give you like a little bit of praise, or they love you in just a little bit of a way. They just give you a scrap, and then you're so overwhelmed with emotion to receive just a little something from them, because you're not used to receiving anything, that you break down and you cry. Someone tells you that they love you, or someone gives you something, or you get some kind of reward for this work that you've been doing without any reward, something like that, and those emotions come out. This reading is saying in April, Cancer, you got to get all of that stuff out, because you're about to receive. I'm getting tingles with this. You're about to receive big time, like grace, miracles, receiving massive, all the things you've been trying to receive your whole life are going to come to you. And so you don't want to be like just some blubbering mess, like in the pool of tears, not being able to handle it emotionally. You want to get yourself prepared for that. And unfortunately, that means in April, you're going to have to look back at all those frustrations. You're going to have to feel all of those emotions for how hard life has been so far, and just let it all out. It's a good time to like write letters, write journal every single day, a lot. Get it all out of you. Let those tears flow, or anger, or whatever emotion is inside you, let it out. You're in a safe space at the moment, a safe time, maybe by yourself, to let those things out. If you're in lockdown with your family at the moment, maybe don't take it out on them. This is a personal thing to do in your own space, in your own time, for yourself, by yourself. It's not involving anyone else, but it's about releasing the energy that's pent up inside of you, so that you can embrace what's coming, open armed, open hearted, without any of those emotions causing you the emotion, that built up emotional stuff. If you don't release it, it's going to cause you to like keep your doors locked a little bit and not let so much in. So you want to be ready. You want to be ready for this. You want to let all of this stuff out. So let's go back through that, Cancer. You've had an idea in the past, something that you tried to do, something that should have been fun. Maybe it just led to frustration, stopped you receiving from it, didn't work out how you wanted it to do. So maybe it took all the fun out of it. Maybe it just didn't work. But it's time to pick up that idea again, to get moving forward on it, because the time is right now. Seasons have changed. You were waiting for the seasons. It wasn't that you were doing anything wrong, but you attempting to do it in the past, it has led you to learning about yourself, to improving yourself isn't really the right word, but growing yourself, getting ready for what is coming, getting ready to really do it. Failures, it's the path to success, because we learn about ourselves, we get to know ourselves. We have one failure, and then if we end up having like some temper tantrum, screaming at everyone, then we've got to learn about our anger, and learn how to have some more emotional control. So you've been through this process, you've tried things, and it's not lost. You've been growing yourself as a person, ready for this. You are the project. You've been the project all along. It's not been about this idea. You've been the project all along, but this idea, this soul calling, it's time to pick that up and run with it again. And it's going to be more fun this time. So like clear out any disappointments that you've had in there. Try and clear out the seriousness that it's caused in you, because it's going to be really playful now. So any block that you've got to that playfulness, because it wasn't fun before, that's got to be let go of now, Cancer, so that you're ready for this. You've got to include yourself, right? So you're moving away from an old way of life, of old disappointments, that kind of thing. Moving and deciding what you want in this movement forward. Everything is changing. Like the seasons have changed. You're moving away from conditions. It's almost like you're on a new planet. It's like you were on the wrong planet. You might have had that feeling, Cancer, that you were on the wrong planet. And it's almost like the season changes. Now you're on the right planet. Your stuff's going to work now. That soul calling. It's the right time now. The season's right. That's all that growth that you did inside of yourself. You have been growing. Now it's going to flower. You were looking for the flowers in the winter before. And I'm picking up from that include card, all kinds of things are going to be included in this. So this might have been like pattern in your soul calling kind of thing. You've had some frustrations in that, but you'll have had frustrations in romantic relationships, in friendships, in all kinds of aspects of life. There will have been frustrations, things not really working for you as you feel you deserve, and you knew deep down that you deserve this stuff. You're coming to some kind of peace within yourself because of all of this. You have been learning and growing. You've been doing a great job. You've been doing the right job. I mean, you've been doing the right job by working on yourself, by growing in yourself. You just didn't realize that was the task when you were trying to get the external world moving for you, and it just wasn't happening. Sorry. It's been like that way for a lot of people. It's okay. It's not just you, Cancer, but you've still got to follow that intuition. You have been following your intuition. Your intuition is good. You've got to be at peace with yourself now for all that growth so that you're ready to become that butterfly. And your intuition is going to tell you when it's time to spread your wings. You've always known you're a butterfly, but you just needed to go through that caterpillar stage, and now you're in the chrysalis. You've got to face all the emotional stuff from the past disappointments, everything that's happened until now. It's been so frustrating. And you've got to bring those emotions out so that you can be open-hearted, ready to receive all of this grace that's coming in. Oh, if you only knew what's coming. I think you've got an inkling of what's coming, Cancer, because it's what you've wanted all along, what you know deep in your heart that you deserve. It's grace card, it's miracles, it's synchronicities, it's just abundance, true abundance. Really fulfilling stuff coming in, and it's in every aspect of your life. Like every aspect of your life is going to be included in this. It's like suddenly the season becomes right for you. You're that flower that blooms in this season that's coming up. And then suddenly everything sorts itself out. Suddenly you're in this period of grace. You feel like the luckiest person in the world. You get the relationship, the job, everything, the lifestyle, everything that you've wanted. It just comes at once. You're really stepping into an amazing period in your life. But April is about getting ready for it, and especially emotionally getting ready for it. And so it's really, really a time for that inner work, Cancer. Especially the emotional stuff I'm hearing, especially the emotional stuff. You've got to release that. And it could be that, it might be something that you've put yourself down for, being so emotional, so sensitive and stuff. But you were in the wrong season, And so, yes, it has been emotional, but I'm feeling like your emotions are going to work for you, especially if you do this release work this month. So get journaling, write it down, use this time real wisely to face all of that, like it's okay. You can feel all of that now. You can feel those frustrations. You can feel the effects of the hurts and things that haven't worked for you, the frustrations, everything that has been there for you. Just feel it all now and let those emotions out so that you're ready, so that you're kind of in a blank, empty, void, emotional state, ready for all of this grace that's coming in. You've got amazing things coming, Cancer. Wow. Cancer, if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? Also, Cancer, what would you like in the half price sale? Please let me know. I always open to ideas, and especially for you telling me what is that you really want to know, what help you really want from your higher self. You can do anything, really. And Cancer, if you're getting value and benefit out of my readings, if this is really helping you, please share my channel with your friends. I'd be very grateful if you did that, because they could be getting value out of it as well. I hope you have an amazing month, Cancer. Can't wait to see what's coming for you and from you in the future. I'll see you next time. Bye.